Good morning, sir.
Morning. All right. So again, this is just going to be a course orientation. We're not going to take. This is not going to take very long. We're just going to discuss what are the things that needs to be done. How are we going to deliver our classes? Unsaon nato pag run atong class and everything else. And I have a very important news. And this is the reason why I am nga gi-appeal na to ang section A, di ba? Supposedly, section A will be handled by Sir Alejo. But the reason why I am I'm asking you to kuan nga mo appeal sa class, we'll discuss it in just a few moments. Okay? So, last semester we've had our web development 1 and everybody has kuan so far halos tanan naka-submit sa tanang mga kanhanan niya i-submit and I guess everybody passed. So congratulations. I know it's been very hard. It's been kana medyo lisod sa atong side. It's because you know not all of us have the kuan capacity or na equipments, na PC, na laptop, but still we're able to pull it through. And hopefully this semester we can still do the things that we've done before and perhaps make it better. Right? So for those nga wa pag gyud kay ilahantod karon ako, I am Julius Publico. You can call me Jules. I'm a guest IT instructor here in NORSU. I graduated PS Information Technology here in NORSU as well. And right now I'm currently studying MSIT or Master of Science Information Technology in NORSU main campus. So if you have any kuan name mo takin sa instructor. Okay, if you haven't wa pag yapon kay ilahantod karon, so that's me. All right. So, by the way, if you have any questions or comments or clarifications regarding the class, share it to the class by the end of the orientation. Later lang. So, for today's orientation, well, we're going to talk about online and modular learning. We'll be talking about learning management systems, particularly Google Classroom, and then other platforms like Facebook, etc. We'll also be talking about the course summary, web development 2, and our class arrangement. We'll also be talking about our course requirements and the tools needed for web development. So we've already done this last semester. Katong under na ako sa section B and oh no, section C and D last semester. However, there will be some changes. Ay mga changes since this is going to be web development 2. Last semester we were focused on the first stage, shall we say, stage of web development where we focused only on the front end design or front end development, diba? CSS, HTML na to. But this time, web development 2 will focus more on the in-depth, on the scripting. How can we make our website work or perhaps make it functional, diba? After all, this is web development, not just web design. Okay? And then all right, that's it. So let's start with the learning management system that we'll be using. So I guess everybody has already idea what is learning management system, LMS. Basically, these are the software application used to plan, implement, and assess learning process. So it's like an online classroom. However, everything is done virtually, like what we are doing right now. So we can either conduct synchronous or asynchronous class. When you say synchronous class, these are the live, real time sharing of information, real time communication or sharing of learning. So that is synchronous. Asynchronous is what we usually do or what we usually did last semester. Katong upload ako klase, I upload it to YouTube, and then um, it would be up to you when are you going to watch that class and then just finish the requirements before the deadline. So that is the example of an asynchronous. So basically these can be done using learning management system. So this is just going to be perhaps a recap on what you've learned last sem, and the LMS that we'll be using most of the time would be Google Classroom. So um, a few days ago, I've posted in our Facebook group, ni-post ko dito, join mo sa Google Classroom. I think I did, no? Yeah, I did. and I posted the codes for you to use so that you can join to our Google Classroom. And so far, I've seen a few students have already enrolled or already um, enrolled to join the class. And hopefully by the end of this orientation, siguro madungagan na to. Bulahan if na mga announcement, I can post it, or any activities or whatsoever, I'll be able to post it through our Google Classroom, through Facebook group, and then later on we're going to create our new group chat, Facebook group chat, for for more efficient um, dissemination of information. Okay, and then all right, so Google Classroom again, that is we'll be using Google Classroom for assignments and projects. You can download it to your phone if you're using Android or let's say iOS or iPhones. Just go to If you're an Android user, just go to classroom.google.com. I'm sorry, that is if you're going to use your browser. You can install Google Classroom through Google Play Store or Apple App Store. Okay, so this is very important. After this orientation, please join the classroom rather. Just click the link on. Basically, I will upload a copy of this presentation file later on. Now you can just click this link. Hold on. You can click this link, or you can go to classroom.google.com and enter the code in section A, XPWGNU. And then, okay, you can either take a screenshot now. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. All right, and then section B, same thing. Just click on this link once I've already uploaded a copy of this presentation file, or you can copy or you can enter the code, the class code right there on, on Google Classroom. Okay. All right. So the question is, ngano mang ni giapil na to ang section A and B. All right. So supposedly section A will be handled by Mr. Alejo. However, Mr. Alejo was advised by our Assistant Administrator for Academic Affairs, Dr. Valencia, that he should lessen the loads that he'll be taking this semester or he'll be handling this semester. It's because Mr. Alejo is currently working on his thesis writing para sa iyang master's degree. So, kinahanglan siya og so Mr. Alejo needs all the time that he can get. That's the reason why he was advised to drop some of the subjects that he will be handling. And it so happened that web development 2, since naghandle man ko sa section B, iyan na lang pong gihatag ang section A nako. Okay? So both the sections A and B will be handled by myself instead of Sir Alejo. Okay? Nagets guys?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay?
Yes,
So
sir.
again, dili na si Sir Alejo yung instructor for this semester. It will be me for both sections A and B. Again, that is for Mr. Alejo to finish his thesis writing para ma-full-fledged Master of Science Information Technology na gid siya. Hopefully, we're hoping for that to happen, and we know that it's gonna happen real soon. We're just going to help Mr. Alejo to to make it happen sooner. All right. So again, these are the codes for A, and this would be for section B. Okay. So that's it for our LMS. And if you have any questions later on, just raise your questions after this orientation. Next is we're going to talk our course summary. So what are the things that we are going to learn on Web Development 2? So last semester we've done Web Development 1, and if you have remembered, we we learned about HTML, CSS. We are primarily focused on the the front end. Actually, wala pa gani gito na human gyud kayo. So the first thing that we're going to do for web development 2 is we're going to master HTML and CSS because we only have very few amount of time last semester to learn HTML and CSS. And this semester we will start with mastering HTML and CSS before we proceed with the scripting. using PHP and MySQL. Excuse me. All right. So after HTML, CSS, we're going to discuss PHP and MySQL. That is basically for web development. And then we're going to master the CRUD system, or the create, retrieve, update, and delete system. We've already done that last semester. However, wala we can discuss ana. We've just given you a playlist on, discuss on, playlist nga gibuhat ni Sir Venhart for you to learn about CRUD. However, walay proper nga discussion yung nahitabo nga kanang kita gyud. So again, we're going to master that with web development too. And then after that, we're going to learn how to create a responsive website. When we say responsive website, these are the website that is capable of adapting to different screen sizes and resolution. Okay? Kabantay mo sa Facebook, lahi ang yang hitsura sa desktop, lahi ang hitsura niya sa tablet, lahi po ang hitsura niya sa mobile phone, mobile devices. All right? So that is an example of a responsive website. We're going to learn how to do that once we've already mastered the CRUD, or the PHP and MySQL, as well as the CRUD system. And then next is we'll also be learning JavaScript. Now, to be honest, I'm not really good with JavaScript. Dili ko wangkon, wangkon ko nga dili ko kabalo kaayo ng JavaScript. I'm not really using that much when it comes to web development, although I should have been using JavaScript. So for in this matter, we're just going to focus on the basic, script, the basic, or let's say the fundamentals of scripting using JavaScript. Okay, so JavaScript is usually responsible for making our website kana ganing medyo interactive. Okay, anong ang nga makita tag mga animations sa ubang mga websites na ay mga, mga something that makes the website a little bit more interesting and exciting. JavaScript ang ang hinungdan ana, right? So we're going to learn those. Just the fundamentals will suffice, and then you can either decide for yourself whether you're going to continue learning JavaScript in depth, you know, and then it will be total up to you. So long as we can start with the basics. And then lastly, hopefully, if makaya nato ni tanan, o human nato ni tanan with just very limited resources that we currently have, hopefully, if everything will be done, gikan sa mastering of HTML to CSS, down to scripting, JavaScript, or a website. So when we say hosting, these are launching a website where everybody else will be able to use it, meaning uploading our website to the internet, to the World Wide Web. That way you can access it not just using your computer, not just using your phone, but everywhere else. Okay? So hopefully we'll be able to accomplish all of these by the end of the semester. No, God help us if makaya nato ni try. So we really need your cooperation. Okay, ang nahitabo man good last time, not just you but the other students as well. But I fully understand because daghang wala joy magamit, no? Walay mga walay magamit nga computer. So ang nahitabo is usa ka requirement dugi kay mahuman. Usa ka requirement nga gitagaan na gayag 1 month, or I'm sorry, 1 week. Mahitabo pa next week pa po submit. All right? So mo na usually makakos nga nung mo drag nga to ang learning, dili na to mapaspasan atong learning. It's because of the delayed submission of, activities and all. Okay, so hopefully it's not gonna happen this semester. So we will try to make it possible that all of the activities will be done in a timely manner. Mahumandayon nato as much or as soon as possible. And that way, there will be more things to learn. Okay? If mas mayo nga daghan tang makatunan, since this is gonna be the second stage of web development. So supposedly by now we are supposedly before tamo take sa world web development, kabalo na dapat tamo CSS, HTML, with having no problems whatsoever. But again, we're going to relearn that first, so that at least, hopefully, by the end of the semester, at least kabalutang mo HTML and CSS, bahalag dili pa kaayo ta maayong PHP and MySQL. Okay? All right, but hopefully we can make all of these kuan um be done makotinan by the end of the semester. That way, next year you'll be on your fourth year as BS in Information Technology. You should be ready with the capstone project, thesis writing, and everything else. Okay, so next we'll talk about our class arrangement. Now, most of these were already done last semester, but a few will be, there will be a few changes. So first is we will conduct a synchronous class, meaning live through Google Meet, at least once to twice a month only. Okay, so we will conduct synchronous class just like what we are doing right now, at least once or twice a month lang. Okay. However, I will upload a pre-recorded class every week using my or through my YouTube channel, and assignment and assessment activities will be followed. All right. So although we'll only be meeting once or twice every month, I will still be uploading a new class, a pre-recorded class every week. So siguro if hopefully ma-upload na ko siya by Monday so that you will be given a few days or at least 5 days to take your time to watch it and learn the discussion and then take the assessment and assessments on time. All right. So we've been doing that last semester. So we'll still be doing that this semester. And then taking the assessment activity on time will credit your attendance for the week. Okay. So since we'll only be meeting a few times lang yun na live, so dili siya kaayo mahimong dili kayo siya magamit as I'm sorry. I mean dili kayo nato siya makuan sito kana makuan nato ang attendance ba. All right? So since perhaps we can only meet once a month, so usari mo attendance sa tibok semana at tibok bulan. So we will use our assessment activity to credit your attendance as well. So that means, for example, this week I will upload a class, and then I will upload an assessment, to be through Google Form. And if you can take the assessment before or on or before the deadline, then you are present for the entire week. Okay? However, if dili mo matake ang assessment before the deadline, then you will not be credited for your attendance for the week. Okay? And then next is the assessment activities will be done through Google Form, just like what we are using or what we've been doing since last semester. So every after um I uploaded and pre-recorded class, I will also be uploading the link through the Google Form. However, same nga tong ginabuhat last time. I will not. Maybe I will share the Google Form link right away. However, if you're going to click the link, dili nimo siya makita dayon. I mean, dili pa siya open. I will only open the Google Form once I've already seen a few 100% views. Okay? Manigurado pug ko nga dapat na po'y naglantaw sa akong video nga gi-upload. Otherwise, I'm just I'm just preparing videos for Vane. Okay? So, maybe some of you are using YouTube Studio. So, katong mga upload og video diha, now kabalo mo nga you can see whether your viewers or maybe if your videos have 100% views. So, if nana ko yung mga 100% views, bisag pila ra ka buok, pila ka percent 100% views, then I will open the Google form so that you will be able to take um the assessment. So again, it's very important that to watch the entire class from start to finish if possible. I know bahalag boring, tryan ra gyud nato lang sa because after all we're here to learn and have a little bit of fun. Okay, so hopefully we will be able to watch the videos, the classes from start to finish, and then so that I'll be able to open the Google form right away for you to be able to take the assessment. Right? And then lastly, assignment will be posted through Google Classroom. So same thing that we've been doing since last semester. Our assignment will be posted through Google Classroom. So it's very important that after this class, please be sure to join the Google Classrooms perspective to your section. So we have section A and section B, para po ninyo ma-monitor ang inyong assignments or to-do tasks, basically. Okay, so for the YouTube channel, maybe some of you, or most of you, yeah, some of you have already familiar with the YouTube channel because you were under my instruction last semester. So basically, this is it. You just have to search Julius Publico, or once I've already uploaded a presentation file, you just need to this for yourself. It will write to you directly to my YouTube channel. Now, I'm not, wala ko nag, kuha na ni, di ko ganahan ako nga, sorry, I just created this YouTube channel solely for um, disseminating the information or the learning for my students. So I'm not planning to get this monetized. Dili po ni siya capable nga may monetize. I'm not planning to make it as public as possible. So that's it. All right. So so far, do you have any questions, guys? Do you have any questions before we proceed?
None, sir, none.
Madungog lang jud ko
None,
gitarong, klaro ra.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Madungog
sir.
lang
Okay.
po.
All right.
none, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay. All right. So that's it. For the reason why, okay, the reason why I chose YouTube as the platform. Well, first of all, this is the biggest um, video sharing website, diba? So it will only make sense if we're going to upload a video. It must be through YouTube. But the main reason why I choose to upload my contents or my video classes or pre-recorded classes rather through YouTube, it's because maybe some of you are using Wi-Fi or namoy kaugalingon nga DSL or Wi-Fi at home, but some of us doesn't have. Um, for Uy, karon pa. Okay. For those who are using mobile data, maybe kabalo mo nga ang smart, 'di ba? Ang smart. I'm not trying to advertise my smart here, but I'm just trying to give you the best possible way on how you can utilize internet connectivity with little kanang dili na kayo makagastog dako. Okay? For smart is offering kanilang gigasurf offerings nila. They're offering free 1 gigabyte of YouTube or video every day. So for example, you are registered to Giga 50 or Giga 99. So aside from the allotted open nga gigabyte, I'm not sure how much, but aside sa allotted nga open, kana ba ganing you can access anywhere else nga gigabyte nila, you'll be given 1 gigabyte a day of video or Google services. So it's gamit kayo siya for online classes to be uploaded through through YouTube. It's because you'll be given 1 gigabyte a day to watch YouTube videos. All right. So that is the main reason why I uploaded my pre-recorded classes to YouTube because I know that most of the students will be able, or some of the students will be given kanang katong mga walay internet at home will be given a cheaper alternative, di ba? Since you can use YouTube, you can watch YouTube for only a few siguro 50 to 100 pesos and you'll be given 1 gig a day for 7 days. And that's very sulit na kayo, di ba? All right. Okay, so next we'll talk about our course requirement. So same thing, this is the same grading system that we did, or not really grading system, but the breakdown of the grades that you'll get since last semester. So we have attendance, that is for online or modular. Unfortunately, multi-modular, so this is just going to be online. That's total of 10% of your total grade. So again, para sa mga bago lang ni join, attendance will be checked if we'll conduct asynchronous classes like what we are doing right now, or if you take the assessment before the deadline. Okay, the reason why I'm saying before the deadline because katong nga dili ka take, di ko ganahan nga mahagbong mo, and for you not to fail this class, di ba? If mo kainumdum mo, gipang open ako tanan nga mga assessment before, katong nag-finals na ta because there are a few people nga wala ka take sa assessment. Okay, so I opened it up so that they will be able to take. However, taking the assessment on time or before the deadline will credit you attendance for the week. Excuse me. All right, next is assignments. That will be total of 20%. So again, assessments will be done through Google Classroom most of the time. And then learning activities or assessments, katong through Google Form, that is also another 20%. And then projects will be 20%. Now, maybe you're asking, last semester magwala matay project ayo. And I was hesitant to actually I'm hesitant to give projects. It's because usually projects that will cost money. So what ato na nang eliminate. So what I did last semester was whatever it is that you've done on your assignment is also the okay. So automatic na tong inyong opinion. That's what I did last semester. So if hopefully if karon maka kwanta o maka gamata og projects, then it will be a separate thing, assignments and projects. But that will be total of 20%. And lastly, we have major examination, midterm and finals. That's total of 30% and total 100%. Okay? So far na mo'y comment ana, na mo'y ganahan idungag, na mo'y ganahan nga usbon.
No, sir.
Wala. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Mumpun itong ibuhat last time, so I guess it's fine. All right. So please take note of these. These are the tools that we'll be using for web development. I know not all of us have desktop PC or laptop computers, but if you have one, okay, same thing that we did last time. You can install Notepad++ or Sublime Text or any IDE or integrated development environments or text editors that you are familiar with or you're comfortable with. Okay, but these two, um, Notepad++ and Sublime Text, are like industry standard. They've been used for quite a wide spectrum of web developers, you know. And then, of course, install Chrome or any web browser because page or web development, of course, will be using web browsers. And perhaps the most used web browser there is Chrome for Windows users. And then for Android users, same thing that we did last time, install TrapEdit and then install offline browser or offline browser. You can also install any other browser that can read offline websites. Na mga ibang website nga dili siya kabasa og CSS o CSS or HTML unless the CSS and HTML is coming from the server. So try to search for any other HTML and CSS, meaning from your if nakasave ang CSS HTML sa mong phone, basa gyapon sa browser. But so far, I've been using this not really right now, before, and it works just fine. So I guess it will be the same thing right now. Okay, and then for iOS users, you can install Easy HTML and then install any offline HTML browser, just like what I said. All right. For another tools that you'll be using for web development too. Okay, wala ta ni last time, but this time, for if you are PC or laptop users or Windows or Mac OS users, install the web stack either XAMPP or WAMP server. Okay, it will be totally up to you. Asa ka mas comfortable, either XAMPP or WAMP. Again, install these because we're using this as a web stack or website. What do you mean by web stack? It's a stack of applications that is needed for web development or to serve web contents. Okay, so if you can remember this last time, for example, cross-platform. That means you can work with any operating system. And A Apache, that is the web server. M is the MariaDB or the MySQL server. P is for PHP, and P is for Perl programming language. All right, so that's it. And then for Android, okay, this is a good news for those who don't have PC or laptop computers and walay magamit nga inana. Good news is that I've searched it, research ako ni last week, and fortunately, I found this application that will just do the same thing how XAMP or WAMP works. Okay, so it's called kani a web server, HTTP web server, HTTP SQL. This is an application that will mura siya web stack po ba? Mura siya XAMP, mura siya WAMP. It will cater Apache server. It will cater PHP server and MySQL and file transfer protocol. So magamit nimo ni as your server para sa imong phone. So you can develop your website using your mobile phone. No? 'Di ba? Last time kay atong gibuhat is kuan naman to, web design naman to, HTML, CSS. Right now you can also write PHP codes or MySQL codes on your computer using this application. Okay? So you can go to Play Store or App Store, search for a web server, and then siguro next week or any day from now, I will upload a tutorial on how to use it, in my own perspective, because I tried it and it really does the job of serving web contents. Ni work it siya. Although there might be some time na mo fail siya, but all you need to do is refresh or reload and mo work na po siya balik. Pero siguro that will depend on the capability of your mobile phone. I'm using a Snapdragon 712. It's mid-range, so I guess that's the reason why it works. It's gonna be I'm not sure if it will still work on a lower end devices, but I'm pretty sure it will because I searched for the specification. Wala man siya gibutang dapat required siya kusgan nga processor. Okay, so that is for the server, PHP and MySQL server. Another thing is you can install PHP editor. Okay, again, this application will mostly web contents for PHP. Now, unsa niyo pag-edit ang imong codes? Install PHP editor. As you can see, it's the same. Okay, Silcat, it's the same publisher, and these applications are connected automatically. If install nimo ang PHP MySQL server or a web server, and if imo install pod ang PHP editor, automatic siyang mo connect. So that means while imong gi-run ang imong server, pwede nimong i-edit ang imong PHP codes right away. Okay, again, I will upload a tutorial on how to use these applications any day from now. All right, and same thing. In addition, for learning HTML, CSS, and JS, I forgot to add MySQL and PHP. You can still go to w3schools.com, tutorialpoint.com, or you can install these applications to learn and then learn CSS. And I think napay mga application that will help you learn web development as a whole. Okay, this focus on the HTML CSS, but there are more tools, especially W3 schools and tutorials, that will help you learn PHP and MySQL. Right? So I guess that's it. That's it for today's orientation. If you have any question, now the time to raise them. May mga question, guys?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Bye-bye ta. We are 62. So, bitaw, wala na yung mga question? Wala. Before we end, rather. Napay, karon pa mo join.
No, sir. Okay lang.
All right. Anyway, for those who have attended this class, katong wala ni attend ron,
Sir.
I am currently recording. Here, I'm currently recording this class, and I will upload this to my YouTube channel so that those or the students who haven't kanang wala ni attend ron will be able to watch this class later on. So far, wala questions, bitaw? If no questions,
No, sir.
No,
if
sir.
none, then
None, sir, none.
all right. Okay. Okay, if that's the case, that's gonna be the end of this orientation. But after this orientation, after this orientation, we need to we need to assess your learning from this orientation. So please fill up this form. Okay, again, the link will be posted later on, and then deadline would be tonight at 11:59. Okay, deadline again tonight, April 8, 2021 at 11:59 p.m. All right, I will upload this link later on. And then assignment. This would be our very first assignment for this class. Create and enroll an account. It's very simple. Create and enroll an account to Google Classroom. Use the class code provided a while ago. Nakopya rata ng mga codes. Anyway, gibutang mo po na ako to sa Facebook. Pero wala pa na nabuta ang section A. So I will put the section A later on. And then create an account, Google account, and enroll to Google Classroom. Now, obviously, there will be no deadline for that, but para magraduhan ka, for you to be credited for your assignment, the deadline would be Friday, tomorrow, April 9, 2021 at 11:59 p.m. So those who will join, those who have already joined and will join before the deadline will be credited for their assignment, their very first assignment. Okay? But then you can still join afterwards, but you'll no longer be credited for your assignment. All right. So again, last, do you have any questions?
None, sir.
Wala lang, sure.
No, sir.
Okay, if that's the case, that's gonna be the end. May I ask everybody to please turn on your cameras? Kadali lang. Let's take a pictures at kadali. All right. Hello, everybody. So nice. By the way, it's so nice to see you guys again. No, last time nakita ata, it was 1 year ago, di ba? Sa graphics and visual computing. Okay, so let's wait for everybody. Sige. Dagan pa mong wala.
Alkansi ko kayo kay kamera.
Ay. Wait sa ha. Nawala akong kuan. Nawala ko ang dara. Sige ha, 3, 2, 1, smile. Okay.
Gapa-ID mo, guys.
Alright.
Oo, ID ni that, ID ni.
I-save na ako ha.
Ay, wala ko yung camera, sir.
Usbon ako. Nakapin sa ha. Usbon ako.
Mayroon po, wala kay camera sa kay.
Wala kayo, maibog niya mo.
Sana oh.
Happy birthday, Nos!
Happy birthday, no.
No, si Pagita yung nagkakon.
Listen
Taysa, usab. Wait sa. Ako sang i-stop sharing. Arang ma-full screen yun eh.
Sir, gapa-ID ko na sila. I-print screen ako ni.
Ay, si Kondot.
Sige. Please turn the cameras again. Let's go on. Usbon na to.
Kaya ito na ako ni DC, guys.
Ate Clarissa.
Thank you for mentioning GC. Okay, GC guys, please add me if na, okay?
Smile, guys.
Sige, 3, 2, 1. Dara ako camera day. Alright. Okay, that's it. Alright.
Sir, di gawa ko nakakita si Ninong, sir. Promise.
Sa cellphone yung gamit.
Tijuan.
Sige na, nakita bitaw na rin.
Tijo.
Kasi pa sa akong pamatay nga smile. Wala dyan nakita.
Bitaw, before
Kondot kay kabal.
end guys, let's kuan, gamata ka to ang GC. And by the way, ano yung GC?
Ang mga cute ninyo, guys. I record
Sir,
that.
Uy, nangutana ba yan si sir sa GC, no?
Okay na.
Wala pa may GC, sir. Wala pa may GC, sir.
Alright, so how
Wala
about,
kami GC, sir.
sige lang. Nakoy few ninyo nga friend na ako sa Facebook. So, I'm going to create a GC, a group chat here. Pero gamay naman akong friends gyud kaayo. So, I'm just going to add them if kinsa man gani. And then kamo na ibahalag add sa uban, okay? Kay mas siguro friend mo tanan sa Facebook. So, unsa man?
Sige, sir.
Usahon na lang nato tanan both sections A and B. Wala may
Pwede
limit, di
po,
ba?
sir. Para
Wala may limit ang
Pwede po,
Facebook.
sir.
Okay, usahan na tanan. So, kinsa may akong friend dire be, wait sa ha. Si Matt, friend ni Matt, murag friend ni Matt siguro. Tanaw na. Okay, friend. Okay, i-add ka Matt, palihog lang kog add sa uban Matt ha. Ayun. Kinsa si Jo Angela, murag friend ni Jo Angela. Nas Jo Angela? Wala, pero I think na. Kinsa po may Kinsa po may lain
Ako, sir.
Kinsa sa ngalan yan eh?
Publico, sir.
Publico. Publico.
Nakuwag na ni mo, Jake.
Magkapilido, sir.
Asig, kwanda. Ikaw gaon na ba kagaon?
Ikaw rin gaon ng camera, Jake.
Ala, sorry na, good.
Alright, kinsa pilain? Nga akong friend siguro. Sige lang, bati at least.
Pubat!
Ayin ko na ba? Oh, bitaw si John Tobat, friend mo sa Facebook po. Okay, so far na ako pila kabok na add. Kamu na bahala sa uban, okay? Kamu na bahala add sa uban. So, man Okay. All right. So, nanatay GC guys. Let me just change the name real quick. Hold on. Group options. How many? Pag change name dara. ITS to 306. Web development 2. Okay. All right guys, for those katong mga kuan, sorry if dili pa ta friends sa Facebook tanan. So please ask these people to to let you join the group chat so that mas easy, di ba? Masayon man nga communication ang Facebook group chat kaysa uban, di ba? So
Sir, sa group chat A and B na ni siya, sir.
A and B na ni. So ato lang sa gulong tanan kay tal wala may limit ang Facebook.
Mat, i-add ko, Mat.
Okay.
Add ko, Matt. Matt.
Alright,
Mat,
I-add niya ko, Jake, ha?
umalim na lang ko ninyo, kamunay bahala na lang ha.
Jake, i-add niya ko.
Wala pa ko ma-add. I-add rata mo.
Ba?
Matt, i-add ko, Matt.
Klase ko ma'am. Alright, so I guess that will be all for today guys. Unless if you have any
Kalma
other
lang
questions. Wala na?
Mo-post ra ka tong sa assessment, sir, katong Google Form.
After this, I will upload this presentation file, katong akong PowerPoint presentation. Ako na i-upload dito sa either sa Google Classroom and then sa Facebook group. And then that will include the links, including the katong assessment form. Okay?
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right. Okay, so if no other questions, that'll be all. Thank you so much again for joining the orientation. I will announce new classes next week. So either we can have another synchronous class or I'm just going to upload a pre-recorded class and let you know, guys. I will upload it through our Google Classroom as well as on our Facebook. Okay? Make sure that you've already joined the Facebook group so that you'll be notified as soon as we will be having new updates regarding our class. Okay?
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
All right, so that will be all today. Thank you so much again, and I'll see you guys hopefully next week. Bye-bye. Amping mo sige.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Bye, sir.
Bye-bye.
Bye, sir.
Bye-bye.
Bye, sir.
Bye, sir.